What's going on, guys? It's you talking. I'm back on NBA 2K20, and today we're going to be rebuilding the Phoenix Suns. If you guys are a part of the 77% that aren't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. If you look at this roster, there's only going to be two people that are going to be staying on this team, and that's Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. Kelly Oubre, we might keep him for another year, maybe two, and then end up trading him down the line. But everybody else, they're basically getting traded except for Mikal Bridges. But if you guys do hope enjoying this video, hit that like button. Also, comment down below you guys want to see some more NBA 2K20 videos on my channel. Also, subscribe if you guys are out here want to see some more NBA 2K20 content. Hit that post notification bell so you guys don't want to post a video. And the first thing I want to do is get rid of Ricky Rubio because he's making $16 million for 3 years, and if we want to make a splash in free agency, we're going to have to trade him to get max cap money. I'm going to try this trade with the Charlotte Hornets. I'm getting them Ricky Rubio, Aaron Baines, and a 2024 first round pick for their 2020 first round pick and Nicholas Batum. And they don't want that. If we add in 2 second round picks, I think that should get the deal done, and it is. I'm going to try this trade with the Detroit Pistons, giving them Kelly Oubre and a 2023 first round pick for their first round pick this year and Brandon Knight. And they declined. They won our 2022 first round pick and we get Jordan McRae. Sure, we'll do that. So the reason why I'm going for draft picks, especially in this rebuild, because as you can see, the only people that we do have is Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, and Mikal Bridges. And we really need a point guard, so I think that LaMelo Ball would be a really nice point guard on this team, especially how good his offense is with Devin Booker. And then if we do get the second or third pick, then I think a good pickup would be James Wiseman and put him at the power forward position, or we can get Anthony Edwards and put him to the small forward position and have Mikal Bridges come off the bench for him. So we're going to do this trade with the Atlanta Hawks, giving them Frank Kaminsky, their 2022 first round pick, and our guy Trayvon Graham. Next, I'm going to do this trade with the Houston Rockets, giving them Dario Saric, and we get DeMarre Carroll and their 2023 first round pick. Next, going to be trading away Nicholas Batum for Courtney Lee because he's making a boatload of money, and plus he has a player option next year, so pretty sure, yeah, he doesn't have a player option, so we're going to accept this. Next, we're going to do this trade with the Knicks, giving them Jordan McRae for Reggie Bullock and a second round pick. So now I'm just going to make this team a lot worse because we want the first pick, maybe the second or the third pick. So if we at least have our pick at number 1, then maybe the Hornets or the Detroit Pistons go to like number 2, 3, or 4. We're going to do this trade with the Pelicans, getting them Check Diallo and our second round pick for the Lakers 2022 first round pick and Kirk Williams. Next, we're going to do this trade with Golden State Warriors, giving them DeMarre Carroll for Kai Bowman. Next, we're going to do this trade with the Atlanta Hawks, giving them Jalen Lecque and Tariq Owens for their 2024 first round pick and Brandon Goodwin. Next, we're going to do this trade with the Miami Heat, giving them Cameron Johnson and Kenrich Williams for Duncan Robinson and Solomon Hill. And I think that might be all the trades that we're going to do. So starting point guard Javon Carter, starting shooting guard Devin Booker, starting small forward Mikal Bridges, starting power forward Solomon Hill, starting center DeAndre Ayton, then Duncan Robinson is our 6th man, then we have Reggie Bullock, Kai Bowman, and then we have Brandon Knight, and I'm going to make this a 9-man rotation. So then Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton will get the most minutes, and then we're also going to put Devin Booker as number 1, Mikal Bridges number 2, and then DeAndre Ayton number 3. So I'm going to simulate to the end of this season. I'm going to see you guys when I'm there. So at the end of year number 1, we go 16-66. LeBron is MVP, Rookie of the Year John Morant, 6th Man of the Year Dennis Schroeder, 5th Player of the Year Kawhi Leonard, Most Improved Bruce Brown, Coach of the Year Brad Stevens. So looking at the player stats, Devin Booker averaged 24 points, 3 assists, also shooting 47% from field and 42% from 3. DeAndre Ayton averaged 17 points. He averaged 15 rebounds. That's pretty nice. 2.7 blocks while shooting 44% from field, also shooting 22% from 3. But the best thing is that Detroit and the Hornets both didn't make the playoffs. So that means that we are going to have 3 top 15 picks. Hopefully we can get the first pick or maybe the second pick. So at the end of year number 1, I'm going to say Warriors are your NBA champions. Stephen Curry is your finals MVP. So the draft lottery, it looks like we can have the first pick, the fifth pick, and the sixth pick from Detroit and the Hornets. I'm just gonna skip it, and we get the third pick, the fourth pick, and the seventh pick. Looks like we could probably trade the seventh and the fourth pick to maybe get the second pick, or I could try and get the first pick and then hope that James Wiseman falls down to 3. Staff signings, we're gonna fire Monty Williams. We're also gonna fire our trainer, so then we can sign Randy Martin that has an A- training. Then head coach, let's get Trav Peterson. So I'm just gonna do this trade straight up. They should accept this, and they actually don't accept it. So maybe a second round pick and it gets it done. So with the first pick, I'm going to get LaMelo Ball because we need a point guard very, very, very bad. And LaMelo Ball would be perfect for Phoenix. Number 2 pick, please don't be James Wiseman, please. And it is James Wiseman. With this pick, we could actually get Anthony Edwards and put him to small forward. I think that would be pretty nice. Or I think that we can trade our third pick for James Wiseman. So we're going to try and do this trade for James Wiseman, just the third pick for James Wiseman. If they do decline this, I'm just going to go ahead and draft Anthony Edwards. And they just want another first round pick. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to select Anthony Edwards with the third pick. Team player options, I'm going to bring back Eli Okubo and Duncan Robinson. Actually, I'm not going to bring back Okubo because I know that we had Ty Jerome that should have been in the G League, but I don't think I sent him there. Qualifying offer, not going to give it to any of them. And free agency, you know, the main person that we need is Anthony Davis. So just in case if we can't sign Anthony Davis, I'm going to offer DeMar DeRozan a 4-year, $167 million deal with a player option. And Anthony Davis actually decides to sign with the Lakers. So on the last day of moratorium, I'm going to decline DeMar DeRozan to see if Anthony Davis is back into the free agency. But if he isn't, I'm just going to sign DeMar DeRozan and then trade him for maybe a stud small forward or a power forward. So Anthony Davis didn't make it back to free agency, so we're just going to offer him the same contract that we've been offering him the whole free agency. It's about to say he should accept ours, and we're going to trade him for maybe a power forward, or if we can get like Brandon Ingram, then that would be pretty nice too. So we got some pretty interesting trades for DeMar DeRozan. We got Kristaps and Seth Curry, but also we have Brandon Ingram that we could get. Brandon Ingram is 22, but I think if you put Kristaps at a power forward, then he's probably going to go up to like an 87 to 88. But also we do get Seth Curry, which I'm probably going to trade him if I do get him. But how much did Brandon Ingram average? He averaged 21 last season. Kristaps averaged 23. I think Porzingis might be the move, or it could be Brandon Ingram because he's making $2 million less than Porzingis. I'm gonna do the trade with the Dallas Mavericks, giving them DeMar DeRozan and our first round pick this year, which isn't gonna be that high value, for Porzingis and Seth Curry. So I think adding Porzingis, yeah, he goes straight to an 88. Oh, I just took it right off of him. But adding Porzingis actually puts our team in a really good position because we now have a good point guard, or at least he's not that good right now, but he will be. Then Devin Booker starting shooting guard. We're going to trade Seth Curry for maybe a backup power forward or a backup center, because at least our starting 5 in the middle of the year will be like all 80 overalls. So we're going to try the trade with the Chicago Bulls, giving them Seth Curry for their first round pick this year. I knew they weren't going to accept that, so we'll give them the Lakers 2022 first round pick, and it's agreed. So looking at this team, we have one. I'm probably going to put Ty Jerome in the G League this year, even though he should have been in there last year. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we should find a backup power forward and a backup center just to finish out the lineup. We're going to offer Bobby Portis a 2-year, $25 million deal with a team option on the second year. And then we're going to offer Enes Kanter a 2-year, $22 million deal with a team option for the second year. And I think if we can sign both of them, then we can't get Bobby Portis. So we're going to have to find a different power forward that we can sign that's pretty good. And I think it might be Michael Beasley, because usually he's pretty good. So he should just instantly sign with us, because I know he's not signing with anybody else. And that will get our lineup clean. Training camps, we're going to send Mikal Bridges to training camp. And then Ty Jerome also to untapped potential. And then we might send perimeter shooting to, who has the worst out of the rookies? We're going to send it to Anthony Edwards. And to start out year number 2, starting point guard LaMelo Ball, starting shooting guard Devin Booker, starting small forward Anthony Edwards, starting power forward Kristaps Porzingis, starting center DeAndre Ayton, 6th man is Enes Kanter, and we have Mikal Bridges, Duncan Robinson, and Ty Jerome. System proficiency, I think balance is the best for us. So we're going to simulate to the end of this year. I'll see you guys when I'm there. So at the end of year number 2, we have a 38 win improvement going 54-28. MVP is Giannis. Rookie of the year LaMelo Ball, averaging 17 points, 8 assists, 1 steal while shooting 49 from the field, 87% from free throw, and then 49 from 3. 6th man of the year Fred VanVleet, Defensive player of the year Kawhi Leonard, most improved Jackson Hayes, coach of the year Mike Budenholzer. So we are the 2nd seed in the West, taking on the Houston Rockets, which we know what their team is: Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and that's basically it. Everybody else on their team sucks. So simulating this round, I think that we should get a couple wins over them. I'll think, okay, well, we beat them. Now taking on the Los Angeles Clippers, this is going to be hard, taking on Kawhi, Paul George, and Montrezl Harrell. Simulating this round, I think that we should get some games over them, and we actually beat them too. So now in the conference finals, we're taking on the Los Angeles Lakers that have LeBron and AD. This is going to be the test to see if we could take on Milwaukee or Atlanta. Simulating this round, we actually beat the Lakers 4-3 in a game 7, now taking on the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis. So simulating this one, and it's actually 2-1, 3-1 us. And it looks like we might be the NBA champions if we can beat Giannis in this game, and it looks like it's going to be just that.
Getting himself into good position under the glass with the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed, and they've done it. The new NBA champions.
And how about the road that these guys have been down, and it ends with an NBA championship. A heartfelt congratulations to everyone who's taking part in that celebration right there. Pure joy.
You have to hand it to the entire organization. They work together to get right here.
And guys, what a reward for the fan base. I mean,
And your NBA champions, the Phoenix Suns. Finals MVP, DeAndre Ayton. So the draft lottery, we actually have the Chicago Bulls pick. It looks like it might be the 8th pick. Let's just skip it, and it stays at 8. So I don't think I'm going to be drafting anybody high, like in the 1s and 2s range. So if we look at the prospects, oh no, they're the same. Did I put the wrong? Yeah, I put in the wrong draft class. So since I put in the wrong draft class, I'm just going to trade this pick for somebody. Let's see actually what we need. So if we want to keep Enes Kanter on this team, then we could try and find a backup shooting guard just for Devin Booker, or we can see if we can find a backup point guard to put behind LaMelo Ball. So we're actually going to do this trade for our final year, giving them the 8th pick and a 2025 first round pick for Kyle Lowry. He's going to take over the starting point guard position. But if we want to win back-to-back championships, I think that we're going to need to put LaMelo Ball on the bench and then have Kyle Lowry have the point guard position. So for team player options, I think I'm going to bring back Enes Kanter, and of course I'm bringing back DeAndre Ayton and Mikal Bridges. Qualifying offer, we're going to give it to Duncan Robinson so then we can have a backup shooting guard. So the only thing that we need to do is get Duncan Robinson back. So I'm just going to offer him a 2-year $20 million deal just so we can get him, and then I think our team would be set for the final year. So for the last year, we're going to send DeAndre Ayton to perimeter shooting, and then we're going to send perimeter defense to LaMelo, because I'm pretty sure his outside defense is a D, so we're just going to give him that. And then maybe perimeter shooting to Anthony Edwards. His three's at an A, so maybe we could just give we can give him inside defense or big man defense to Anthony Edwards. So this is going to be our starting lineup for the last season. LaMelo Ball starting point guard, Devin Booker shooting guard, Anthony Edwards small forward, Kristaps Porzingis power forward, DeAndre Ayton center. Kyle Lowry is going to be our 6th man, then Mikal Bridges, then Enes Kanter, and Duncan Robinson. So I'm going to simulate to the end of this final year. I'll see you guys when I'm there. So at the end of year number 3, we go 55-27. MVP is Giannis. Rookie of the year, James Wiseman, or the fake James Wiseman. 6th man of the year, LaMelo Ball, or fake LaMelo Ball. Defensive player of the year, Anthony Davis. Most improved, Tyrese Halliburton. Coach of the year, Lloyd Pierce. So we are the 2nd seed once again, but this time taking on the Golden State Warriors. And they have Patty Mills instead of Steph. Is he injured? Steph is actually injured, so all they have is Clay, Wiggins, and that's about it. So simulating this round, I think that this should be easy sweep for us, but looks like we're gonna go 6 games. Now we're taking on the San Antonio Spurs, who has DeJounte Murray, Victor Oladipo, Tobias Harris, but they also have the fake LaMelo Ball. Simulating this round, I think that we should beat them, and we beat them in 7 games. Now taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. Everybody knows who they have, but now they have Cole Anthony at point guard instead of Lonzo. They have Brandon Ingram, Zion, Jackson Hayes, Denny Avila. Oh, this is going to be tough. So simulating this round, looks like, yeah, we got eliminated. I'm just going to simulate this, and the Celtics are the NBA champions. Kemba Walker is your finals MVP. Well, this is going to be the end of this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit that like button. Also, comment down below so see some more NBA 2K20 videos on my channel. Also, subscribe if you guys are new around here want to see some more NBA 2K20 content. Hit that post notification bell so you guys know when I post a video. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.